Welcome to Melindan TV and welcome to another episode of Battle of the Boxes. This is my series on YouTube where I unbox my 3 fitness subscription memberships. The title is not a typo. Today we are unboxing the April 2020 boxes. Finally. I'll get into that a little bit later as to why it's July and I'm doing my April unboxing. And if you're seeing this video, this April video, on the penultimate day of July, instead of the July video, it's probably because I still haven't gotten all of my July boxes yet. Go figure. We're also not going to judge me for what's going on back there. Like I've been saying in a few of my latest videos, I moved here not too long ago and haven't really had much time to unpack, clean, or organize. So this is just what it's going to look like for a while. Don't judge me. It is also Battle Happy Hour, which just means that while I'm unboxing, I'm going to have a drink. So I invite you to pause the video and go grab a drink so that you can have a drink with me. The drink of the day for me is a glass of red wine. This is the one that I'm having today. It is the Restless Earth Grenache. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it's just a red wine that I have. I brought the bottle up with me so that I could refill throughout the video because the last video I filmed, I found myself running out of beverage quite early and then I tried to make it stretch for the whole video, which just made it melted at the end. And as I started pouring the wine, I was like, that's the whole bottle. That's how much I had left. I'm going to try to make it last. You don't have to have wine if you don't want to have wine, but whatever your drink of choice is, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, I'm going to give you a chance to pause the video and get it now. Okay, I hope you're ready for some unboxings. First box is Miss Muscle Box, and Miss Muscle Box is the reason why I'm not unboxing my April box until July. The end of July, actually. So, long story less long, I moved. We all know this. I set up mail forwarding so that my mail could be forwarded from my old address to my new address, and I actually did this 2 months before I actually moved, so that in case the post office messed up, my mail wouldn't be lost forever, which, spoiler alert, they did mess up a lot and often delivered mail and packages to my old address instead of my new one. And it was actually really fortunate that I was still living there at the time, or else I probably would have never seen that. My idea was that as I received subscriptions that had been forwarded, that would be my reminder to go in and change my address on the membership so that it would go to the right address from then on. That was the plan. However, I changed my address on the Miss Muscle Box website after it had already shipped, and then COVID happened, and the post offices began to be severely overworked since people were now ordering a whole bunch of stuff more than usual, and they had to decrease their staff at the post offices because people were actually getting sick and they wanted to maintain proper social distancing. So some places were working at 2/3 or even a half of their capacity while getting twice the amount of mail and packages. So for boxes and letters that were set up for mail forwarding, they just wouldn't get delivered. And this was cleared up for me by one of the supervisors at my local post office, is that what happens is it'll go to the post office of my old address. They'll see that I moved, and then they'll send it all the way back to the mail processing facility, which is in North New Jersey. And there, they'll dispatch it to my new local post office for them to deliver to my new address. But at this mail processing facility, like I said, things have been pretty hectic since COVID began. A whole bunch of packages and letters that were supposed to be forwarded kind of got put on hold. And the mentality is, if you didn't think the package was important enough for you to change your address before it shipped or get in touch with the shipper, then you can wait for your package. So the priority was, of course, mail that was addressed correctly, and the mail that was addressed to addresses that needed to be forwarded got put in a corner somewhere. So, long story even longer, the last update I have for my April box was April 15th. And after that, the tracking info wasn't updating. All it said is that it was forwarded to the main mail processing facility and that it was still there. So I gave it some time. I gave it a few weeks. And after I saw that there was no movement, I got in touch with the Muscle Box customer service, and the owner himself answered me. And I don't want to trash talk Muscle Box customer service because they have always been so sweet and so accommodating, but I kind of like felt some type of way because the owner tried to make me feel guilty for trying to get this box that I already paid for. And yes, I didn't update my address in time for it to ship, but honestly, that's what mail forwarding is for. And if you're a company that ships things to people regularly, you have that built into your budget that things get lost, things get destroyed, things get stolen, and your customers are still expecting to receive the thing that they paid for. He kept on saying, I'll gladly send you a box if you're sure that the one I already sent isn't arriving. And this kept happening for weeks. And yeah, part of it was my fault. He would answer and I wouldn't realize that there'd be a new email in my inbox. But honestly, solving a customer service issue shouldn't take a dozen or more emails. It should really be solved in 2 emails or less. So if a customer isn't fast in answering after that point, months and months went by and I still didn't have my April box. And at a certain point, I was like, yo, what's going on? I thought you said you were going to send me a new box. And he's like, we're a small business. And he started trying to guilt trip me. And it's like, hi, but I paid for this. You're a business. You have insurance for these reasons. After we were so sure that this box would either never come or come so far into the future that it wasn't fair for them to be holding my money in the hopes that I'd receive something in the future, I was just like, please send me the new box because I don't want everything that was supposed to come in the April box to be unavailable by the time we realize that my box is never coming. Then, one of the items that was supposed to come in the April box was apparently sold out in my size, so I had to go onto the website and pick a replacement item, which it was very nice of him to let me do that. So anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I go to my mailbox and I see this. And it's like, cool. But the problem is, I don't know if this is my replacement April box or if this is the July box that I'm supposed to be getting. Well, then a week later, I received this. So now I have 2 Miss Muscle boxes, and I'm not 100% sure which one is which. But the second one that arrived, it arrived at a time of the month that's more on par with when my subscription has been arriving. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the one that I received first is my replacement April box and just finally open it. This box is available in a male version called Muscle Box and a female version called Miss Muscle Box. I, of course, have the Miss Muscle Box. It's $22.99 a month plus shipping, so my membership comes to $29.99 a month. They promise you a $60 value or more. 3 months late, without further ado. Each box comes with a workout guide. These are really high quality workout guides, tons of pages, tons of information, and a workout for the month. This is a tank top from the brand Train. It's an olive green racerback, and it's got this little dude on it. And it says Squad 1. Squad 1. And honestly, most of the stuff on their website is stuff that I already own because I've had this membership for a decent amount of time. So I pretty much just chose the thing that I didn't already own. Which is cute and I'll use it, but it's not blowing me away. I'm starting to have a sinking feeling in my stomach. Not because of these, because I know that these are delicious, but because they look familiar. So we have two next bars here. One of them is chocolate peanut butter and one of them is chocolate coconut. I've received next bars in a past Miss Muscle box. I think I've tried the chocolate coconut one and it's absolutely delicious. And another familiar item is this Ultima Electrolytes sample pack. Basically, it's got 6 different flavors of powder, and you can add it to your water, and it's kind of like a nice recovery hydration drink. And yep, honestly, this is what I was afraid of, that instead of sending me the April box that I was missing, that they would just send me a copy of a box that I already have. So this is from Hyper. It's one of those like waistband packs with the pockets and the zipper. It's really nice, but I have one that's just like it because I received this already, which is going to be really easy for looking up pricing, but really annoying because now I have 2 identical items. And it's something that I already have a few of. Like, I already have a few waist belts where you can, like, stash your phone and your chapstick and your goose when you're running. I love using these for my marathons and other long-distance runs. It's really great to have. But realistically, I don't need that many of them, and I think I already had 2, and then I received one in Miss Muscle Box, which makes 3, and then I received one in BarBella Box, which makes 4, and now I received a second one from Miss Muscle Box, and that's 5, which I don't need 5 of the same thing. I definitely don't need 2 of them to be identical to each other. I'm really disappointed because I received this box already, and now it puts me in a really rough spot. Now I have to email customer service and be like, hey, I hate to be a pain, but this box that I've been waiting 3 months for, that you made me feel guilty about asking for, you're going to have to replace it because I got all this stuff already and it's not what I asked for. I just wanted my April box. I don't know what to do, man. So now that I've looked up the pricing, I'm even more angry because I didn't even get the shirt that I asked for. I'm going to pop up on screen what I was supposed to receive. It's actually really similar, but not what I asked for. So here's what the front of the shirt in comparison to what I was supposed to get. And for the one that I just received, the back of the shirt is just blank. So you can see that it's not even the one that I was supposed to get. This one isn't on their website anywhere. So I wouldn't be able to tell you what the real price is of what I got, but all I can tell you is that the tank top that I was supposed to receive was valued at $24.99. The Hyper running band is $20. The Ultima sample pack is $7.99. And each of the next bars is $2.49. Which means that the value of the box, including $9.99 for the workout guide, is $67.95, which is above the promised 60 plus value. However, it would not be above that value if the workout guide wasn't included in the price, which me personally, I do feel like the value of the box should be $60 without it. And you can consult some of the rants in my past episodes of Battle of the Boxes to find out why. But realistically, this box is not worth $67.95 for me because this is an item that I already had. So it doesn't carry value for me. Edible stuff will always carry a value. Like 2 apparel or gear items, I probably won't get use out of both, but food is food and drinks are drinks. So I'll still be able to use those. However, this is an exact copy of the workout guide that was in the May box. So instead of sending me the April box, they just sent me another May box, but with a different tank top, which I was supposed to choose for myself, but is not the one they sent it to me. So for me, the value of this box is $37.96 if you take out the running band and the workout guide, which is definitely under the $60 value. I'm just going to get myself angry by continuing to talk about it, so I'm just going to move on to the next box. The next box is a BarBella Box. This box is $50 a month, but if you commit to a longer membership, like I think they have quarterly and annually, then you do get a discount per box. It guarantees 4 to 6 items. It doesn't guarantee a dollar amount, but since this has the same amount of items as Miss Muscle Box, but is $20 more expensive, you can expect that the quality and the value of the items will be higher. This box actually came on time. It came right in the middle of April, and it's just been sitting there waiting to be opened, but I didn't want to open it until I had the Miss Muscle Box, so I've been waiting 3 months to open this. I'm so excited. First item is a pair of leggings, and it doesn't even fit all the way around my neck. How is it supposed to fit around my hips? It's the right size, in theory. Anyway, I was super excited when I saw this because these leggings are from Born Primitive. I love Born Primitive. I think they make such good athletic wear. I have a few of their sports bras. They're super high quality, but honestly, they're also super expensive. So it's really nice to get Born Primitive items in a subscription box because that means I'm getting it for a price that I'd never be able to get it for on their website. And it looks like this pair of leggings is a BarBella Box exclusive, which means that it's a Born Primitive pair of leggings, but then they branded it with the BarBella Box logo, which is way cool. These are just so soft and buttery. They don't look to be full length. They look like they might be like capris or something. Honestly, I am so excited about this, and I just really hope that they fit. The next item is from Zest Tea. It's an energy tea. That's interesting. The flavor is Super Berry Samba. According to this, it has 3 times more caffeine than regular tea, and it even has more caffeine than coffee. Your girl's addicted to caffeine, so I'm pretty excited about trying this. The next item is a book. I love getting books in my subscription boxes because I tend to not buy nonfiction and self-help books on my own. I'm very strongly into fiction and stories and sci-fi and romance and stuff like that. And I hardly ever purchase books that are about like motivation or self-improvement. So I like receiving books like this because it's something that I'll definitely read and probably gain a lot out of, but I wouldn't have thought to buy it on my own because there's just so many books like this out there that I need someone else's recommendation to say, this is a really good book, try it out. The next item is from Bands. Okay, so it's a headband. I definitely use headbands. Really pretty prints. I'm excited about that. It comes with a coupon. The coupon expired on May 31st. Cool. The next item is Zest Tea, which we got, but this one's in a second flavor. So this flavor is Blue Lady. The next item comes in a BarBella Box bag. Oh, okay. So it's a resistance band. It's one of those like rubbery resistance bands that has the two handles at the end. I have a bunch of resistance bands already, and I don't really get a lot of use out of them because prior to COVID, I was doing most of my workouts at the gym, and if I needed resistance bands for any workout, they were there. And then even when I got to, doing my home workouts because the gyms were closed, I still didn't really use resistance bands that often because I would rather do calisthenics. So I can add this to my resistance band collection. I can see how this would be an item of value for most people, but to me, it's just something that I have a lot of already. The cool thing is that I don't have any resistance bands like this, the ones with the handles. So maybe this will serve a different purpose for me and I might actually use it. The next item is Active Skin Repair. It's a spray. So I guess this would serve the same purpose as like Neosporin or any other kind of first aid cream, but it's in a spray form instead of like a cream or an ointment form, which I can see that being very useful. Oh, yay. So it's another Ultima sample pack. I feel like I've got several dozen of these at this point because I've gotten them in basically every subscription box ever. I got them twice from Muscle Box. And it's really not BarBella Box's fault that I got the same one from Muscle Box because realistically, BarBella Box sent this to me in April and Muscle Box, that came in the May version. The last item is from Prince of Peace. These are mandarin orange ginger chews. I love ginger. I can see a lot of people receiving this box and not being excited about this item because I feel like ginger, it's just a really strong flavor that you either like it or you really, really don't. And if you really, really don't, then you probably come from a family that also really, really doesn't like ginger. And probably none of your friends really, really like ginger. So I can definitely see how this would be a waste item for certain types of people. But I come from a very cultured background and we love ginger in this house. It's literally stuck to the wrapper. Help. I just want to eat you. There's a lot of work for a piece of candy. It's so good though. I'm gonna try really hard not to eat this whole bag in a day, but I make no guarantees. I mean, I'm pretty excited about these because I know that I love it, but I can't see where it has a place in a fitness subscription box, honestly. It's not like it has like health benefits. I know that sometimes people will have ginger for like an upset stomach. It doesn't really have any vitamins or nutritional value. Otherwise, it just tastes good and might make you feel better if you have a stomach ache. Not necessarily a logical choice for a fitness box, in my opinion, but definitely excited to have it. BarBella Box usually has a theme for the month. I guess this could be like a stay-at-home themed box, considering that it was sent out in April and that was the going theme at the time. It has the resistance band so that people who are used to working out in a gym and with gym equipment can still get their workout in at home. But that's kind of where the buck stops. I mean, the rest of these things are really nice and you can use them at home, but I wouldn't say that they're exclusive to being used at home. So that's my best guess for this month's theme, but it's really grasping. Oh my God, I'm so mad. $20 coupon for Born Primitive's website, and it expired on May 31st. So if I had opened my box on time, I could have used this coupon. Like I said, Born Primitive stuff is not cheap, but it's very high quality. Like $20 off, that's probably a better deal than I'd even be able to get on Black Friday. So mad. So apparently the theme of this month's box is Happiness Delivered. And the back has a message from the founder, which isn't usually a part of the box, but I'm sure she included it because this was the first month since the pandemic began. And it's basically just a warm and fuzzy message explaining the theme of the box and how they put together a box to deliver happiness to you in these troublesome times, where you can cozy up with some tea and a good book and your leggings, but then you can also throw on your headband and do a workout with your resistance band. And honestly, now that it's put that way, I think it's a pretty cute theme. Okay, so the Born Primitive leggings, they are indeed a 7/8 length, so they're not full length. I'm short, so they might be full length on me, but that's neither here nor there. They are a $63 value, which is definitely typical for a pair of leggings from Born Primitive. In fact, I feel like it might be one of their cheaper pairs. I feel like their leggings usually go for more, but this one's just a plain print, so maybe that's why it's a little bit less. I feel like their leggings are like $75. But yeah, $63 is more than I would personally pay for a pair of leggings, which is why I don't own a lot of Born Primitive pieces of clothing, but I'm very excited to have received it in the box. The band's headband is a $14.99 value. I would say that that's a lot for a headband. Next is the Active Skin Repair Spray. This is $24.99. Ooh, I feel like going to the store and picking up a tube of Neosporin or a tube of A&D ointment does not cost $24.99. And yeah, you're getting more because it's in this really convenient spray bottle, and maybe because it's a spray instead of an ointment or a cream, you're getting more uses out of one package than you would with, say, Neosporin or A&D, but realistically, like, it expires in December of 2021, so am I going to use this whole bottle before it supposedly expires? I don't know if I'd really get $24.99 of value out of this, and I would definitely never pay that for this. This book is a $15 value. The BarBella Box Resistance Band with Handles. This is a $9.99 value. I feel like that's a pretty reasonable price. I think that a lot of gym gear and equipment goes for that $10 to $20 range. The Ultima Replenisher Electrolytes Trial Pack is a $7.99 value, but we already knew that because I received it in my muscle box twice. These Prince of Peace ginger chews, they're apparently available at like the Vitamin Shop. I'm so happy that they didn't just go flying out of this open bag, which is not resealable, by the way. It'd be great if it was, but it's not. They're available at the Vitamin Shop and GNC, and they have so many flavors. Like, these are ginger chews with mandarin orange. They also have mango, peanut butter, lychee, and this whole bag of like 28 servings is $2.19. BarBella Box stuff is usually way, way overpriced, so I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting this to be like $10 or something, but for $2, I'm about to go and get every single flavor they make. These things are so good. Did I have 3 of them while I was looking up pricing? Maybe. Maybe I ate 3 of them already. Maybe I ate 4, but they're just so good. I'm going to have my husband hide them so that I don't eat more because I just love how they taste. I can't stop raving about them. And then the last item is these 2 tea bags of Zest tea, which is just, tea but with more caffeine than normal tea. They come in a whole bunch of flavors according to their website. It was impossible for me to find individual pricing for literally a single tea bag. They do only sell them in pouches. Each pouch is 20 servings. I really could not find individual pricing. So I did the thing that I try not to do, which is take the bulk price and then divide it by the amount of servings. And by doing that, I found that these two bags of tea cost $1.30, which is 65 cents a piece. Anyway, I added everything together for the whole box, and the April box had a value of $139.45, which is great because I feel like most of the items in here were pretty reasonably priced. There were maybe one or two that I was thinking, oh, I would never pay that, but everything else is basically like, I think what items like this go for, and I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of this box. Some items more than others. And then the last box is HIIT Box, which I did not receive a HIIT Box in April. I didn't receive a March or an April HIIT Box because they ship from California, and at the time the warehouses in California were closed because of COVID. They have since opened up, and as you've seen from past episodes of Battle of the Boxes, I have been receiving my HIIT Box again. I wasn't charged for the months that I didn't receive it, so it's fine. But usually HIIT Box is $49 a month, and again, if you commit to a longer period of time, like 3 months or a 6-month membership, then you do save money on each box. But unfortunately, I don't have a HIIT Box for April to show you because I didn't get one. It's at this point that I would usually pick winners in several different categories and then choose which box wins this month's Battle of the Boxes. But I feel like it's not even fair to make that comparison because there was no HIIT Box this month, and Miss Muscle Box was just full of stuff that I've already received. All I can tell you is the values of the boxes in comparison to what a monthly member would pay. And for Miss Muscle Box, the value of the box was 227% of what the paid cost was. And BarBella Box was slightly higher at 279%. So BarBella Box would have won in that category for this month. And I feel like it would have won in like all of the other categories either because I was just so disappointed with receiving a repeat box. So let's just say that the winner of the April 2020 Battle of the Boxes is BarBella Box. I don't know, you probably don't care because it was a full 3 months ago. I'm just happy to have been able to open my boxes. Unfortunately, now I have to send a very awkward email to the owner of Muscle Box, and I'm honestly rethinking my membership after everything that's happened. I'm trying to go easy on him because I know it's a pandemic, but at the same time, how easy can you go on someone when it's like, it's your money, though? It's your money and it is a company, and I can stand up for a small business, but if you keep messing up, I can't continue to support you. Um, I don't know. I'm not going to make any crazy decisions just yet. I want to see what the next few boxes hold and if I feel like they redeem themselves over the next few months, then I'll just forget this happened. I hope you at least had a good time. I still have a little wine left, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this and have some pizza with my husband. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I post the videos on the first Wednesday of every month, and I have a new Battle of the Boxes on the penultimate day of each month, but that is, of course, depending on whether I receive my boxes on time or not. This month I did not, which is why you're getting an old episode. But I will post the July Battle of the Boxes as soon as I have all of those boxes available to me. Please give this video a thumbs up if you even remotely had an enjoyable time. Give this video a thumbs up if you had a drink with me. I think that's a lot of fun to have a little bit of a battle happy hour. I also host free fitness challenges, and you can sign up through the link in the description box below. Coming up, we have the August full body challenge, and then we also have the August clean eating challenge. So if you're interested in either of those or any of the other challenges for 2020, just make sure you follow that link and sign up and there's no commitment. All that happens is that you tell me which challenges you're interested in. I send you a PDF, and that's it. You do the challenge on your own. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.